And Midnight Hub is in trouble, I think, this year.
Yeah.
Because I told somebody when I left last night, I was like, you ever see the movie Men in Black? I was like, when they hit that little switch in Men in Black,
right?
It's like the wipe your memory.
Right.
It just seems like after every peak, UPS does that.
Right.
Because they forget how peak runs. It's like every year it's almost like it's their first peak season.
Yeah, I know. So. I know. But like Romeo was saying, I want to have a moment of silence for our sister, Jackie Schaefer. She was my member. She was a member in the area that I was a shop steward for many. She didn't mind holding the company accountable for anything. And she filed grievances. She was just a fighter, man, and we saw that, down to her last days, man. And she came to the union meetings to support her brothers and sisters. She was there for our bylaw amendment, man, and I'm going to miss her because she, like I said, man, she embodied what it meant to be a Teamster, what it meant to just be a human being, period. She fought, she lived, she supported, and, man, so I just want to have a moment of silence, man. Just pray for her family, her children, her husband. When you lose somebody like that, man, especially around this time of year, tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so I know what her kids are going through, because I lost my mother on Thanksgiving Day when I was 5 years old. So I know what they're feeling. We just pray for them, man, and hold them up. So we're gonna have a moment of silence. Then we're gonna get back into the show. All right. So, good people, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys are getting ready to enjoy your family. We worked hard this year.
Yes.
All of us. This has been a trying year. A lot of stuff happening, and here we go. We made it.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah, only the beginning, and I'm just thankful for just being here.
Having the opportunity.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to get crazier going forth, but we're all ready.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was talking about, I brought up last night in a little chat that we had. Basically, the parking lot situation is getting bad.
Yeah.
On midnight especially. And one of the members messaged me last night when I was going home. And they were telling me that they know people are driving around for over an hour looking for a parking spot, and it's making them late.
Yeah.
And on top of it making them late, they're going into work and they're getting sent home.
How they getting sent home? I mean, they know the situation was so bad.
Yeah.
The other night that they was parking on Hog Island, they was getting them tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They rented a parking spots in both lots.
Yeah.
So the members was parking on Hog Island, and they was giving them tickets for doing that.
Wow.
So what UPS needs to do, if they're going to, they can't have it both ways. The guy's trying to come to work.
Yeah.
The parking lot is jacked up. They can't park on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So don't turn our members and send them, because that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now.
So I know there's a few people that happened to, and they're losing money because of it, but they're letting all the, other people work. So it's like, what would be the proper procedure for them to follow to make sure this doesn't happen again?
What I would do is I would call the whoever my supervisor is and say, hey, I'm out here trying to find a parking spot. You guys know the situation. I'm not going to park on the road, so either I'm going to be late, and that's it. Now, if they try to send them home, then that's going to be an issue.
It's going to be a grievance.
It's going to be definitely.
Absolutely.
Because they know the problem.
So,
UPS knows the problem. Now, until they come up with a viable solution.
I've never seen it like this. Never. 19 years with the company. I've never seen it like this.
So until they come up with a viable solution,
then
they're going to have to grin and bear it because the members are coming to work.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that the parking lot is full.
Yeah.
They can't park on the street because they didn't want to get tickets. UPS ain't going to pay the tickets.
No. So you're already in the hole. I mean, you come to work, and if you're part-time, I don't know how much the ticket is.
Right.
I mean, because that seems like a pricey ticket. But we're going to have to, if any member that this has happened to, contact myself, James Anthony Romeo, Richard Hooker, whoever.
Get with your steward, too, and let them know what's going on with that, because there's no way that the company can send you home for being late.
We want to make sure
it's a problem that you can't avoid. Either you park on the street, get a ticket, you ride around forever, but there's no parking spot, or you stay home.
Yeah.
Which one they want.
Yeah, this is going to be a norm. It's going to get worse going forward.
It is.
So we got to nip it in the butt, basically, because you can't go be like this, because you're here to make money. And if you're coming in to make money and you get sent away and you get a ticket on top of it, I mean, this is not how it works. I mean, what's going on here? Multi-billion-dollar company, something's got to work out.
Yeah, they need to call the county and say, "Listen, man,
they got the 1 yard. They need to extend it back further. They can. They fence it off for cans and stuff. They can make it bigger. It's just I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they need to fix that.
They need to.
You can't send people home from coming to work. The parking lot is all jacked up. That's not going to fly. So get with your steward.
Yep.
We'll put the grievances in.
Yep. And
you will be paid.
Yeah, just if you can't find your steward or whatever, find us and we'll get you to the right direction and make sure it's handled properly. Because I know it's happened to a few people. I know, crazy. I know it's happened to a few building shift people. Some building shift people, and I know people as of last night were looking for a parking spot for over an hour.
Yeah, you can't find
them. It's getting to the point. I told people leave earlier, and if you can't, I understand. Just prepare to be like that. You'll look around. It's crazy.
It's bad. Yeah. Like you said, come December.
Yeah.
Well, especially around a week, two weeks before Christmas, when they have all them people in there, man. But what they're gonna have to keep them open, both gates open
Saturdays
and stuff.
It's gonna have to,
man, because
you can't have one gate open Saturday, and it's gonna be like they're trying to make it mandatory for people and stuff like that. So
speaking of that, now
I know we're gonna go into that too, because I know we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
Now, this happens every year.
Oh, absolutely.
They always say
that M word, the magical word.
Mandatory this, mandatory. Listen, holidays are not mandatory to work.
How about that?
They're not.
And you don't have to burn a personal day to take off.
Yeah, you don't. You're going to get paid for it anyway.
Actually,
we talked about this in the shop store meeting when we had our meeting. They was talking about having to come in on Friday and put them in for a personal and all this other kind of foolishness. You don't have to do none of that. Yeah. It's a paid holiday. Yeah. Now, what they should do...
I was telling Chop that, because he was filling out a sheet. I was like, what are you doing? For what? He's like, I got to take off that Friday. I'm like, you don't have to. He's like, they're telling me I got to. I was like, no.
No.
Yeah.
So, now the contract says if, a senior employee does not have to work...
We're going to get to that next, Ray.
Yeah, you don't have to work.
We're getting next.
You don't have to work on the holiday. What should happen, and what is supposed to be the process, is they ask for volunteers. Hey, listen, you guys want to come in on this holiday or extra work or whatever the case may be.
How about that?
Now, if they can't get enough volunteers, then they force from the lowest seniority person, and they go all the way up the list. That's how it should work. All this, you have to come in stuff, and it's mandatory. Listen, the only mandatory days that you have to come in are the days that you are scheduled to work.
Just regular
holidays are not your scheduled days to work.
Now, with this Black Friday stuff, I remember right before I became full-time, it was 2014, they said it was, for part-timers, it was mandatory. And this is what they were saying. And they said if we didn't come in the Wednesday and Friday, we weren't getting paid for the holidays. They said they were going to not pay us for Thanksgiving and Black Friday if we didn't come in for Black Friday and the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So, I mean, it was a fear tactic. But guess what? It worked because everybody had to come in, and the people came in to work. And, I mean, it was extra time.
You know what? It's so messed up with this now.
But this is 2014 now. This is 2019.
Right.
And they're kind of sort of still doing the same thing because, everybody right now is concerned about Black Friday, and there's full-timers, too, that are out there. So this is the information that I got last night. As of last night, hot off the presses, for me, in my area, because I work Twy Carthage, Midnight Hub. They said for anybody that works on the ramp, building shift, stuff like that, if you work that on Friday, you are allowed to work the hub on Friday night. So that's if you're full time, okay? Because I work Cardix, they want me in.
Okay.
So I'm going to go in. They said last night I could work the hub, but there's people that work Twi hub. They're not allowed to come in. Full timers.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nope. But that's what they said because they said they don't want them in.
Hold up. You work, but you don't work Twi hub though. You work Twi
Cardix.
Right.
But it's part of. They said if you work Twi ramp or Twi Cardix or Twi building shift, you're allowed to come in because you'll already be there because they are not cutting back their employees. That's the mind fake of it.
That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
That's only for the full timers. Now the part timers are supposed to come in. They're supposed to come in. I mean, on Black Friday, and they're already supposed to come in. I mean, it's not mandatory, but they're expecting them in.
Well, as long as if they're going to come in, make sure they get paid double time.
Well, it's supposed to be not for twilight, not for midnight. They don't get double time.
Well, for the twilight shift.
Twilight shift, they do, and that's another thing. I got a couple people that I know that are full timers that found out there's full timers that are scheduled to work that Black Friday that have less seniority than them, and if they work Twi, it's double time for them on Twi, and the midnight, is regular straight time, but they're being told that the lower seniority full timers are coming in, which is weird. I don't know. There's a whole
they can't do that.
We know they can't do it. So there's going to be a bunch of grievances filed.
I hope so.
I mean, anybody this is happening to, anything that I'm explaining to people that this is right now that this is happening, contact your nearest shop steward, get the paperwork filed because you will get paid. It's just you got to make sure you understand that it actually happened because hearsay is one thing and it actually happened is another because I heard this one. If you have proof that the person worked, hey, you got to file the grievance.
Yeah, this is the first year that in 20 years that I've been there that they actually had the preloaders to come in and work midnight right into preload and have us off on Black Friday.
Oh, you're not working Black Friday?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, they doing some stuff this year.
Yeah,
it's all about saving money.
Oh yeah.
But the thing about it is
that was the money day too.
Right. Now if the part-timers that come in on Black Friday
that was one of the best parts about preload, Black Friday. I'll be honest with you.
They have to get paid double time for them.
Listen, they made a lot of money moves during the year that is going to affect basically peak season. The one money move they made is they pulled. There was about 45 full-time employees that was working Twilight Hub and midnight builder shift or midnight ramp. Or they worked. So basically, those people that worked the hub, 45 of them, got moved over to ramp on Twi. They made it ramp. So now they're going to have the manpower, so to speak, to handle whatever's being brought to the peak season. Extra planes, extra work. So because last year it was just a massacre, and the overtime that was given out was insanity.
Right.
And they looked at the numbers and they started crushing numbers.
Stuff down.
Oh yeah, because they were already PCMing people, telling them they can't work overtime. The people that can work overtime, that actually have the preload shift, and can stay on the ramp, they told them they can't work past 12.
See,
this
is what we need you guys to do.
Yeah.
Any supervisor that works.
Oh.
Because they're going to be working.
Oh, last night, E-Regs. Let me tell you something. Instead of the supervisor working, doing their job, they were doing ours. Oh, yeah. It was mostly all night. And I'm sitting there like this, I'm watching. I'm seeing what we're going to do. The belt's messed up. We got people getting hurt on our belt. People no call, no show. People getting fired. Instead of bringing manpower, we're down 3 people right now on one side of the belt. 3 people in less than 2 weeks. So why not bring more people over and try to stack up the belt? Because the belt right now, it looks like, they took a feeder and they shook it on top of the E-reg belt, and it just landed anywhere it could. And, you know, you got safety coming by, stepping over packages to basically reenact an unsafe act. And I'm looking over there like, what are they doing? Wow. And then they're taking pictures. My boxes are falling on the floor, and they're not even addressing the situation. Because it makes no sense in my eyes. Because if I came over the area and I'd seen the area look like that, and I'm part of safety, I'm stopping the belt. Let's get this stuff going, because this is jamming up. You know, one of the things is break a jam, walk the belt, move the diverter, right? But it's really bad. And I told the supervisor, I said, listen, this is only the beginning. It's going to get worse. People aren't trained. I was like, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be an unsafe work area, and everybody sees it. It's nuts.
Right, but like I was saying, though, when these supervisors work, you got to file a grievance. I'm telling you. They trying to penny pinch and all this stuff, make them pay. They're going to work. We did what happened last year. They tried that with us. And and we told them before we left that day, I said, listen, Dean, okay, you say you don't want us to come in. If I found out that any supervisors work, we grieving every last one of them. That's what we did. And we got all our people paid. So we're going to do the same thing this time. But this time, we need you guys to be our eyes and ears. If they work, because they're going to work. They can't say all this full-timers stay home and all this other kind of stuff and think they're going to do our work. File the grievance. It's very, very simple. Article 3, Section 7. It's that. Article 3, Section 7. Supervisors working. Keep an accurate time of how much they work, and you will get paid for every hour that they work. You will. And so we got to make sure we hold them accountable. Don't tell us we can't come in and then supervisors doing the work.
Absolutely.
It didn't fly last year. It's not going to fly this year.
No.
So make sure you file those grievances. Article 3, Section 7.
And you will be protected by the union. Absolutely.
Yes.
Because once you file the grievances, even if they ain't heard this year, guess what's coming up? January. Guess who's in office January?
So
you got
all those grievances, man.
You got the protection.
They can't circumvent us out of the work, take out money, and then think they can do that. No, you got to file those grievances, everybody. You got to file them.
Oh, yeah.
You got to file them.
And this is the time of the year where they like to play, I like to say it's called Spy Supervisor, where they bring management from other hubs because they're getting blown out the water. And the supervisors come in dressed in regular clothes. They're from Westchester,
everywhere.
Oregon Avenue, you know, you name it, Willow Grove, and they long side. Listen, if they have a heartbeat, they're bringing them in. But the issue is, we as workers don't know who they are, because they don't have their supervisor shirt on. So now they don't have their supervisor shirt on. We think they're regular members from another area, because it's incognito.
Because you don't know, because there's so many people. You don't know.
But that's the one thing. You know, Wortney came down, because I was there when he came down to preload, and he came down with Joni, and he saw all the Oregon Avenue supervisors. And it was the right thing to do, but he inevitably got in trouble for that. I mean, that's what you want. You want somebody to recognize the people. I mean, come on. But he did that, and I actually applaud that part of that because you want to take care of it. Seriously.
You want everybody to be on the same page, because
not only that, you want to be able to pick out like the imposters, so to speak. You know, you're dressing up as a Teamster member. That's not right. I mean, I don't care how you twist and turn it. You're taking work out of the members' hands.
That's where we got to file those grievances.
Exactly.
We have to. I mean, that's the main thing. We have to file them. You know they're going to work. You know they're going to put their hand in the cookie jar. Now they got to pay for it. What's going on, man? You good? Good. So what's going on down at the Rock since you've been back?
Supervisor's working still. Black belt. Supervisor during my lunchtime got Phil, who's working, pulling the cars that got in the aisles. He was doing that.
Supervisors working seem to be the main aspect right now.
Supervisors of riding mules, what they normally do on a midnight.
I got a question too. This is something that has been brought to my attention, and I'm going to explain it the way it's explained to me, but you tell me how it sounds, okay? they're making supervisors or employees supervisors, but they're telling them they're not supervisors yet. They're giving them all the duties of a supervisor,
but they're not a supervisor.
But they're not a supervisor.
They're not a supervisor.
And I'm sitting there, and looking at people because they're like, they're telling me that I'm not even a supervisor yet. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah. They're like, I'm not yet. I don't know what's going on, but they're doing they're training them and doing all that stuff, I guess, while they're Teamsters. But they're grabbing them while they're new hires. So basically, person been there like 2-3 weeks, working. Oh, you want to become a supervisor, and then they're training them. And they're training them before they even have their IDs.
Listen, big thing here, right, Romeo?
Yeah.
Are they paying them the supervisor rate?
I don't even know. Like
that's the first question you got to answer, right? 2, what you're doing is they call it a team leader concept, right? I believe they call it, right? Which the union got rid of in '97 and said, no, you can't do that. I don't think so, right? And that's kind of what they're doing. They get these guys in here as supervisors, and they use them to train supervisors while still being a union hourly employee. It's a very slippery slope that they're going to run as to whether or not now that's a covered bargaining in the job when they do that.
Yeah.
But you got to document it very carefully and say, listen, you worked in for 30 days or whatever, and not a period. Yo, he's got seniority, he's part of us.
Right. Yeah.
Doing that position, you recognize the bargaining work.
Yeah, because I had the guy coming to me, and he was just like, I don't even like this now, this, that, and the third. He's like, but I guess I could go right back to where I was. I was like, I don't even know how that works. Right. And he started explaining it to me. He's like, I didn't sign no paperwork or nothing. Right. He's like, I'm still training as I guess.
When did you get the money?
That's why I didn't go, sometimes asking that is like a little personal for some people. Right. You don't want to go into that, but that is a question to ask him. Is yes or no,
Peak seasonal supervisors, 21 with 5. Oh, here's the big one.
Okay.
Holiday.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah.
How do people get paid for the holiday?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Part-timers get paid if they put the day before and the day after
the
holiday, right? UPS wants to say it's a mandatory 6-day work week. It's not mandatory, it's optional. Because it's 6 days.
Exactly,
Right? So let's put this in perspective. If it's optional, then it's optional, and that's how it's supposed to be, and it's supposed to go from the bottom up when you don't have enough staff.
Exactly.
The question is, that everybody really wants to know is, where does the bottom up start from? Because if it's extra work, there is no center assigned to extra work.
Yep.
Right? There's nothing ever listed. It just says if you're qualified and available.
Right.
I think we had this conversation, right? If you want to do extra work and you got seniority to carry, wouldn't you rather go down to Oregon Ave and work the full-time prelude shift on that Saturday rather than wherever else you got to be at?
Yeah.
Because therefore then you could work so-called at the full-time prelude or 22-2 for the week.
Yeah.
Right? So then you get paid a little bit more. Right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Right? Is it for the whole entire
local,
or they just try to put it in the center? Because the reality is that you have some centers that have multiple people inside of it, right? That cover the same type of work, right? That should never ever exist, by the way, because then it becomes a big crappy shoot of what happens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just talking about that. They're telling all these people that it's mandatory this and mandatory that. It's not mandatory.
Yeah, the rumor going around now, like before anything, was I think it was the manager that runs the building, ITEL, was going around saying that twilight, midnight, no full timers allowed to work on Friday. That was the big rumor. And everybody started running to me, asking me, and I said, I don't know. I said, I didn't hear anything. Management didn't approach me.
This one down to you. This is what I heard about too. So they brought the Friday, right?
Yeah, you go.
Good. Check us out. So they're going to work your full-time day, Wednesday into Thursday morning, just like we are going to get work down at Oregon Avenue.
Right.
And they're not going to let you handle the air sort on Friday morning. Correct? Right? That is part of the center working. Right. The center has a reduction in work that day. Should it not go in seniority order, or should it be UPS picks who they want?
Seniority order.
Yeah,
that's what it should be.
Yep, that's what it should be. But
they just going.
Listen, it seems like right now it just seems like a big grab machine.
I think that in this regard, like I talked to you about it, right? This is where the transition period of 2 weeks becomes of an issue for the officers or whatever. Like say Shanahan's getting ready to transition, maybe there's got time, whatever. That period needs to be a little bit longer especially now because UPS is trying to, play games and change the rules on the entire workforce, right? Because Shanahan's one guy and he's got to get stuff together for you to take over.
Right.
So there has to be some kind of transition thing that gets.
We all know that's happening. I mean, it's they're preparing just like we are.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing a little bit more.
Yeah, this whole thing, they never did this before, man. They just, man, like I was telling them, when
unprecedented.
Somebody else,
yes.
see?
They got to file their grievances, man. That's all. When
So
you know they're going to work.
Somebody else is saying that about the full timers. It's nuts because people. It seems like I said, they're trying to treat it like a claw machine, a grab machine. You drop it, and whatever it picks up, that's who's working. That's not how you do it. There's seniority, and this is right here a number one reason why our membership, when you tell them oh, you can't do that, you need seniority. They look at you, they laugh, they go, what's seniority? Right. Seniority don't mean nothing around here. It does. It does mean a lot. It's supposed to. It has to be enforced.
Right.
Yeah, but it has to be enforced. And if it's not enforced, and if they do what they want to do, and members see it, and they aren't educated and don't know, I mean, it's educated, meaning educated on the process.
Trickle down, man.
Oh, yeah, it just, I mean, like I said, we were just talking about the supervisors working, and our member just said they have somebody from Westchester working on his belt, a supervisor.
What?
Yeah, that's what that was. That was right. Yeah, he said yesterday there was a supervisor for Westchester on his belt working. So, it's one of those things where we gotta stop that. We gotta put the grievances in.
Yeah, they got.
But they are what they're doing is they're taking IDs, they're not wearing them, or they're turning them inside out, or they're making sure. Yeah, they're making sure we don't see them, and they're doing it intentionally. On top of that, they're not wearing their regular UPS supervisor T-shirts or shirts.
The supervisors need a uniform when they go inside the operation.
Exactly.
They're a supervisor.
But how are they
to happen? The name tag thing is not good enough. Just have a name tag. For one, I can't see it far enough away.
Right.
They need a management team kind of jersey thing with the name on the back, so you can say, "Hey, listen, this is Smith over here working on the black belt, and it says Smith, UPS supervisor."
Like James
so you
Hughes,
know what's going on. Like Hook has his shirt, Hook on his shirt.
Right.
So like I usually say, and James Hughes, shout out to you on this one. Deeper into the vortex. How are they getting into our building, the Air Hub? You need
they certify
clearance.
them.
You need clearance to get in, right?
They all get certified.
They get magically certified. I mean,
Listen,
it takes these people
part-time-
or new hires. It takes almost 3 to 6 months.
ID from all I think. I've never seen a part-time suit without an airport ID.
And that's what I'm saying. Guys from Oregon Avenue are coming over to us. How are they getting clearance?
They all got it.
They all got it. Magical. The magical clearance ferry sprinkles dust on all the supervisors.
Right on in there.
There you go. And they come right in. But we can't go to theirs. I mean, we could walk around Oregon Avenue. That's the only one I know that's knowledge to me. And I learned that by campaigning. But if you ask anybody in UPS at the Air Hub, can they go to Oregon Avenue? They're probably going to say no. Because I don't work there. Because it's just, common sense is the most. But, see, look, he's he was undercover, but I saw his attire. Yeah, see, and it's only the beginning because wait till Black Friday.
They're going to be going crazy.
Wait till Black Friday because nobody's going to show up. And guess what? It's going to be a rude awakening, and it's going to be like a bomb got dropped on preload. It's going to be crazy because nobody's going to be there. And the loyal members...
Where's my call?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Last year, me and Clarence popped up early because they told us we couldn't come in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we went in there early. Supervisors all on the... what belt was that? What belt was that? Brown belt? One of those belts. Man, they was hawking in there. So the manager comes over. Oh, yeah, Hook, I know Hook. I said, yo, we told you. So when we give you these grievances, don't be mad. Yeah, I know, man, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, they was in there humping.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's just how it is, especially Saturdays. I remember when I was on preload and you come on Saturday, let me tell you something. You talk about nobody showing up. Nobody shows up. And if it's an extra work day for me, I'm just getting overtime. You come in there, I got to pull in the trucks. So that's the first thing I got to do. I got to make sure I shift the trucks to the proper parking spots. Nobody shows up. I got to park about 15 to 20 trucks.
Man,
that takes an hour plus sometimes.
Last year they had the suits from Westchester pulling in trucks.
They did that too. Yeah, they remember that. Yeah, I was there.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they bought that because what you call it I remember her name.
Safety lady.
Yeah, safety lady.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because what happened was everybody was taking. No, it wasn't Barb.
Forgot her name.
Yeah, I forget her name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but she was bringing in trucks, but
it wasn't her though.
Yeah. The problem was it was taking so long for people to bring in trucks because they changed the parking setup and they bury trucks 1, 2, 3 behind each other. You know. Mm-hmm. So everybody that was working preload at the time. A lot of the older members are stuck in their ways of how to pull in their trucks. Right. They want specific trucks, specific times, and if the trucks are buried, they wait.
Right.
It is what it is, but here's the issue. It's taking forever. I mean, you got new people that are shifted, don't know where the cars go, don't know the lineup, and this is where it trickles down, like you said. And they just said, one day they just said, okay, they bought management and everything. It was just like, okay, we're pulling all these trucks and where they go, boom, boom, boom. And they started before we did. And we worked through our lunch. Yeah, that was even more crazy.
Yeah, we greased it though.
The coaches don't want to train the team.
Yeah.
When they train the team, then the team can say, yo, that's my job.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's just about teaching how to do something.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, today they had, what was it, yesterday? Yesterday, supervisors shifting cars during the lunch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're going to get zeal, shifting during lunch. Come on, man. Like, stop.
No.
Stop. It's you know.
This is what you tell
me. What's up with your man down there, Milligan? Milligan,
Pat Milligan.
What's going on? I heard she trying to be gangster down there, man.
He's trying to be gangster. I talked to the one supervisor that is very friendly to me today. Right, I said, listen, reach out and January 1st, business agent represent, kind of see if we can get together, see what's going on, so you can try to tell me
Marcia.
in advance, right?
Right.
That was the name.
And he made the funniest face, and I go. Like, all of a sudden, you make this funny face. I was like, dude, I don't even, Buster Stones. Like, dude, like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure what's going on so I can hear what's going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
First, I like to find out what's going on. There's stuff that's real simple. Collectively, we can, you can be like, okay, look, we got this, no problem. But there's other stuff you got to kind of dig in and say, all right, let me find out what's going on here first before we, start, touting which way we want to go.
Right.
It's just, common sense, right? You go in and you put that little mission pack together, right?
Mm-hmm.
I talked about that today with another shop steward. I said, sometimes you go a little too hard. I said, listen, man, I don't go too hard because I know what the deal is.
Right.
You act like I go too hard because you want to play. I didn't say that, but just kind of like he wants sometimes, I guess, a comfort zone where he can kind of wiggle a deal, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad or indifferent, right? But you both got to be on the same page before you start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the key. You said it right there.
Yeah.
Everybody got to be on the same page.
Yes, that's key. Yeah. It's key over there.
Because you don't want someone to come back to you, Hooker, and say, hey, wait, how come Bobby Smith over here cut this deal? This is inconsistent collective bar. Now I'm trying to get it. And then they look like I'm a jerk.
Right.
Which ain't right. When the dude, did the deed. And now, he's really the jerk, but he's getting away scot-free. And I'm looking like I'm a jerk. Come on.
The one thing I don't understand about this company, and it boggles my mind. I mean, I understand the money aspect if you want to save a little bit of money, but it seems like the last couple of months they were preparing, like they always do, to drop all the money they do during peak. See, and they hire people, and they feed the monster by hiring people for help. That's understandable. But if you own a business, and you have people that have been working for you for 10, 20, 30 years that know what the deal is, that know what comes, how hard to work and, what is expected of the job. Why would you try and basically do these people wrong?
Well, UPS is not a moral company.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't
that's not even about moral anymore. That's more about business aspect because,
they don't care nothing about us.
They have stock, so they have vested.
Well,
getting the stock raised.
Of course.
So therefore, the way stock raises is they increase the earnings, right? They increase the earnings by shortening stuff inside the system in order to make sure the earnings goes up. Because if they did it by the book or did the right thing, right?
Yeah.
It'd be okay, right? But their job is to deprive people of stuff so they can gain,
Yeah.
right? When
And
you
it's our
deprive
job to
somebody,
fight for
I don't know,
Exactly.
like if someone took something from you, what would you call that? You would call that theft, right?
Yeah.
But last time I checked, I don't see too many people ever get banged for that, do I?
No.
I'm just saying.
I know.
And I'm not trying to be mean or not, but hey, I get it. One time, 2 times, multiple times. There's a book in Oregon Avenue, guys.
It's a handbook.
Listen. It's a book about this dick, filled from top to bottom of grievances. So you tell me, right? You tell me, who's the honest and who's not, right?
Right.
I don't even got a book that thick.
No. Right.
But yeah, I mean, listen.
What's up, Beth?
You got to compare.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what if they told you this today?
Hey,
Beth,
what's your situation with
all the rest got to be part-time.
with the Friday? Are you good? Because we were talking about that earlier.
It's precedent. First of all, anything that's inconsistent with the collective bargaining agreement cannot be
Can't put in.
Can't put in. Can't do it.
Can't put it in.
Right.
Right.
Here's a clear example of being something that's not in a gray area. The center works. You got to reduce the workforce. You go from the you go. You pick down. If you can't get money, then it's the bottom
up. Yep. That's.
I'll come in and load cars for 3 hours, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that.
Right.
It's a great day to load those cars that day.
Yeah, it is. It is nice and smooth, easy.
Yeah. Best day there is.
Beth says she can't work on Friday, so make sure you get with your shop store on that one, because it's going to be, because I know Bagby was talking about filing grievances, because I think he's being told the same thing.
Yeah.
So
that's what happened to us last year. They told us we couldn't work. Me and him came in early.
Yeah.
Man, supervisors working everywhere. We banged every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
and you're allowed to do that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. They can't stop us from policing the contract, especially not now. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, but
listen, they're going to try to intimidate you from doing it. But Hooker's got a good point, right? Can UPS keep you at a facility when they're violating you? Right? Mm-hmm. That's the bottom line. That's what happens. They made a conscious decision to violate you, and then all of a sudden they say you can't come in there to do whatever. You got to file your grievance. Well, then I'm going to make sure that I get as a business agent. I'll be like, well, give me the video since you don't want no one inside here, and then we're going to find out exactly what went on, and then I'm going to write my disposition, my position up, and then we'll get in there and we'll say, okay, hold it. What did you tell me? Because this is what the video shows, and this is what happened, and this is what you're trying to say, and the two don't jive.
It's going to be a very interesting 3 years coming up, because a lot of the things that people have never seen before is going to happen. You know?
Oh, you know what? I want to give a shout out to the membership too, man. When we first got elected, right? A lot of people were kind of
rocky,
but man, over the last couple of weeks, man, people are more enthusiastic. I done had I don't know how many people say, yo, I want to be a shop steward. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight. Or whatever y'all need me to do.
Absolutely.
I'm ready, willing, and able. And this, that. I mean, I just want to say thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
I never seen that before.
Now, it seems that everybody wants to make the difference because they've seen that we
want to make a difference.
We want to make a difference, and that we did. Like, we didn't do anything yet. The biggest difference that we made is we changed the problem.
Right.
Because we had a problem. We wanted to run. We ran to change the problem. The problem, so to speak, is going away in January, and now we're coming in.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing, because when you talk to people now, they go, we have a problem. What's the problem? The people in office. That's what the people say.
Romeo, it's not so much the people in the office, right?
Yeah.
It's UPS.
Yeah.
You got to remember.
Oh, absolutely.
The principal
But we're talking
perpetrator
membership.
in any decision
It's the
inside
company.
here
Exactly.
is UPS.
Yes.
They orchestrate whatever they do, right? Shanahan's one guy. Ron Kamat's one guy. Billy Marshall's one guy. Joni's one girl. Izzy's one person, right? They all had responsibilities, right? In the end, Shanahan has to make sure they can meet those responsibilities, right?
Exactly.
And because UPS wanted to constantly attack this local, right? No labor charges filed as far as I'm aware.
Right.
No kind of, not a kind of put a position, not put the members of money to work for the money to try to, bring stuff in, right? Bring stuff in line. You got voted out, right?
Well, Miss Liz, that's where your brothers and sisters are going to have to chip in. That's why we told them, hey, listen, if they see the supervisors working, they're going to have to document it, and so we can put the grievances in.
This is a good question. The question that was asked, if I'm not there, how will I know if the supervisors are working? How can I prove it?
Right.
Well, this is where a membership,
this is the big issue here is.
Yeah.
Everybody should put a grievance in and say, I want to be considered an aggrieved employee.
Yeah.
Right from the bat, right?
Right.
Then let everybody go file grievances, right? Then let the people go and investigate what happened, right? The stewards or whatever. Make sure they go and ask every suit who worked, what happened, what was the staffing for the day. Get that information, divvy it up, and bring it to the people who filed.
Exactly. Right.
Right? So they said they want to be paid. That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
and this is where the
Cut it
stewards. This is the time of year the stewards they really got to kind of step up their game for the membership.
Exactly.
When you see that,
Stewards
and I
have to enforce their rights to
Exactly.
process and present grievances, right? So as soon as they see something, they should fight it. Message the manager right away. So listen, file a grievance here. I need to go around the building. I need to investigate exactly what's happening. I need the names, right?
Right.
You can either give them to me, right? Or I'll go around and get them myself, right? If you're not going to let me, then I'm going to file something with you saying you're impeding the process of
right,
grievance.
exactly, right.
yeah,
I agree. But
we got to work together.
Everybody-
We got to
exactly.
because
That's the key.
we're
That's the
all
key.
here to make money, and that's the
Yeah.
number one thing. We're here to make money, and if they're preventing us from making our money and our living, we need to step up and make sure we're fine. And we basically enforce the contract. Because let me just explain something to you guys. They will, in the drop of a dime, enforce that contract on you. Let me tell you something. You do something that infringes on that contract, their head will spin around like Linda Blair and The Exorcist, and they will come with a shop store and get you out of that building.
Yep.
And they will make sure you're disciplined. Why are we not doing that to them? I don't understand that.
Yeah, and piggyback off what Romeo was saying, and I mentioned this last week. Now, everybody knows that when we talked about it this whole time we was campaigning and at the gates and whatnot. We're not going to be reactive. We're going to be proactive. So we're going to be on the attack a lot. Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, there's a lot of people that are kind of afraid because they haven't been doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So what we need you guys to understand is this: we need you guys to help us out on this because we're not going to sit back and just let these guys do whatever they want to do. That's why you guys elected us. Because you want to see a difference. You want to see a change. And we're going to do that change. But we need you guys to hold yourself accountable for what's going on. As far as attendance and not coming to work and all these kinds of things.
Attendance is the easy part.
Yes.
Right?
If you come to work, they can't do nothing to you.
I tell people all the time, when I became an alternate steward, my very first person that I was talking to, I said this to them. Because I kind of live by this. You come to work every day, you're on time, and you do your job. They have
nothing.
They have no clue what to do with an employee like that.
Right.
Because they lose their mind because there's so many other employees that
Right.
don't come in
Right.
or they're late or this excuse, that excuse, whatever it may be. When they have an employee that comes in every day
They can't do that
on
to 'em.
time and they do their job, there's not so much of an issue, because they don't know what to do.
Right.
Now, when you do these things and you file a grievance, they start looking for the other things.
Right.
The things that they can't touch. Like, for example, say you have a bad pair of boots that's ripped, and you've been wearing them for months. They have a little rip on them. But yet, all of a sudden, you follow a grievance, you don't have the proper footwear. And this is close to home because I was told about this by somebody, and I looked at it, I said, that now you follow a retaliation. Because I've been wearing these for a while. This hole's been there for a while. Now I file a grievance, and you're looking at my feet.
Article 21, Article 37.
So we got to know how to enforce the contract. We got to know how to basically things that go on. Because when you file a grievance, they're going to come after you.
Yeah.
Especially when it has to do with money. And most grievances have to do with money.
Right.
So when you file that grievance, they're going to be like,
come.
they're going to come. So when you come, you got to mind your P's and Q's. Make sure you do everything by the book. Even to something simple, something so simple as handling a package. You say you're used to tossing it a little bit, and you don't really throw it. I ain't saying go out
it's
there like
funny
you're Joe
you said
Montana
that.
and toss the package. I'm saying, say you grab the package, you looked at it, and you tossed it on the belt. Don't say that's not hand to surface.
It's funny you said that. I have filed agreements, man. Not long. Well, this is, man. I forgot. I was just filing agreements. So Kevin Flynn, this joker followed me around. He said I didn't honk my horn when I backed.
Yeah.
Then he said he saw me toss an envelope. It was the next day air, and I had my tote on the back of the truck. So I just got the next day air, tossed it in. Oh man, you damaging packages.
Yeah.
We got to get you out of here. I said, yo, Kev, what's going on, man? Was it because I filed agreements for y'all working? What's going on? Oh man, they ain't got nothing to do with it. But
Yeah,
So all this time you never noticed these behaviors.
Yeah.
so
right,
bad. Now
right.
all of a sudden,
Every day, I'm doing
Exactly.
that.
So basically, this is the stuff that you gotta watch out going forth. You got to kind of know where you stand at. If you're one of these employees that call out a lot or late a lot, but you're not being disciplined,
they're going to come. And what really...
But we got to know how that's working,
right.
guys, because they can't go, in the month of September and it's January.
Right, they can't go back.
You were late. You got to understand how this works, guys, because that's the main thing.
Right. So, and another thing I want them to... What they're going to do, this is what the game plan is going to be.
You want to wait on the end and flip it?
Yeah. Oh, on the other side of 10 o'clock, we're going to come back and talk about how UPS
cliffhanger
is going to try to play us against you and you against us.
And I have an announcement for myself.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So, you're listening to WOAM 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio. Give you another live edition of the 623 Lives Matter show. We'll be right back.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
You're kind of young, right? I mean, they didn't announce it. We got to worry about it, is it?
I'm retiring. It's like, it'd be nice. No, you guys know the announcement. That's just something I want to announce it out there because I've been talking to some members and they want to know how things are. So things going forward.
I was talking to you guys today. Talking to Stackhouse. Talking about the feed list and the cover list and all. And just getting his take on it.
Yeah, he gave me his number after the meeting.
What better than such a couple of hours? Listen, I'm just going up here.
What's that for?
Talk to you. I was like, I can get your number. It's right in your feeder.
Yeah.
I got it anyway, but just to
You
kind
can
of touch base with
Yeah,
him, see what's going on, and
And Rico gave me a list too, some stuff, but we had already talked about that, about the lockers and the sweeper A and B list.
Yes. How they want to listen, I agree that if you're tied into a sleeper route, me personally, I think that if the A driver goes on vacation, the B driver should be able to select who he wants. I really do think that's a very good idea. Because you're out there driving with somebody, and you got to pick who they want. The problem is,
I did, Reg.
If there's nobody you want to pick, then UPS gets to pick for you.
You hear about that?
That's just how it is.
Yeah. You were telling me about it yesterday.
I heard bits and pieces of what happened, but
About Jalen.
About Reggie's son. Jalen.
Yeah.
They keep messing with my man.
Yeah,
I
called him personally. I called him when he put a post up. I sat there and talked to him for almost 45 minutes about it.
Sometimes you gotta go there. Listen, preload that is a rough gig, especially with
It's basically everything. Oh yeah, they come at you.
All right, good people, we're back. South Philadelphia Community Radio, WOM 92.9. Thank everybody for listening and tuning in.
Absolutely.
That's listening on the radio. We appreciate you. Everybody that's watching on Facebook Live, we thank you guys for your support. Then everybody that's going to watch it on YouTube later.
Yep.
We appreciate you too.
Yeah.
Because without you guys, there would be no us.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, and we really appreciate you guys. We're thankful for everything you guys
on
have
this
done.
Thanksgiving Eve.
Right, exactly. Because these positions don't belong to us. They belong to the members.
And listen, on that, I'm going to piggyback on a little announcement that I said I was going to make. I will be running for a shop steward in January in my area and areas, whatever I can do, because my position as we stand right now, I am a trustee. Trustees are basically in Hub, unless brought out otherwise. I'm not saying I will not be brought out. It's just at a particular moment. What's better for the members is for me to stay in for now. I am going to be an organizer. My duties will take me off the job every now and again for education purposes. And once I get fully educated, I will be pulled out to do jobs as an organizer. Plus, whatever Hooker decides to pull me out for, raids or whatever have you, I will be pulled out for that as well. But I will be a regular member working inside the Hub. in my areas, and I will be running for shop steward just to better myself as a individual, so I could be able to fight for the members better. So I will be throwing my name in the hat. And I will be signing a list, which will be posted the first week of January. Take it down by the 8th, you said, right?
Right.
And then we'll have the election, and we'll make sure we let you guys know when the elections and where the elections are being held.
Exactly.
Because all the shifts are everybody's eligible, everybody's running. What is there a specific eligibility needed by the membership?
It's pretty much the same thing as if you run for office. You got to have.
Is it 2 years?
Your dues paid up 24 months.
24 months,
consecutively.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
I can tell you in the past that rule is not applied to shop stewards.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
You serious?
I without a doubt.
Wow. So we got to make sure we hold this right. So when we're in office, we're going to follow the rules and regulations.
Wow.
And
Are you serious? Oh my!
I wouldn't put it past things.
Jesus.
It's just something they don't look at the shop steward position the same as an officer position, even though they are truly doing representational activity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
that's
so I know coming from us, it's going to be done properly. We want to make sure we do everything right. Because there's individuals out there, or going to be out there now, that are going to be looking at us with a fine tooth comb. They're going to be making sure we're basically doing our job properly. But we have all intentions, without that being in our head, to do our job properly anyway, because we see the things that's not being done now. We want to make sure we do them. Like, one of the things is basically posting the list, telling the members they're posting the list, making sure they're, where it's going to be, which is in the cafeteria and stuff like that, in the C complex and the Air Hub and wherever at in Oregon Avenue. It's going to be posted, and then it's going to be taken down, and we're going to let you know where the election is going to be held and how it's going to be held. We're going to break it down to you.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is something that really wasn't done. And that's why some of these shop stewards keep winning the elections, because they know who they want. Hey, guys, listen, I'm running again. Vote for me. When is it? This day. But you're not telling everybody.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I got so many people.
We're going to make it happen. Everybody's going to know.
Yeah.
If you're eligible to run, you can run. And then soon afterward, the shop stewards are decided we're going to have shop steward training.
Yes.
Because
you hear that? Shop steward training.
Because we plan, like I said, we plan on doing a lot of attacking. Like I was saying before the break.
There we go.
The members, we need you guys to really hold your own self accountable, because they're going to play you guys against us, and they're going to try to use us against you. They're going to probably say, hey, man, these guys weren't coming in here, raiding the building and filing all these grievances and doing all this. Then we won't have to come at you about this, or we won't have to come at you about that. We don't want you to fall in that trap. We want to be very upfront with you guys. Listen, we're going to come at them. That's why you elected us. You don't want the same old. We're going to come at these guys because they've been getting away with murder for forever. And we want you guys to be able to protect yourself. We're going to give you the tools needed. If you have something going on at home where you need to be off for a loved one, or something's going on with you or whatever, you can go to a website. It'll guide you to how to file for FMLA. Whatever the case may be.
And what's that website?
www.623livesmatter.org.
That's it. Funded for the members, by the members.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what it's for.
We're going to put everything in place to protect you. So if anything should happen, you won't have to worry about anything where they're coming after me, because we're going to come at them. I'm telling you. We're going to come at him. We're going to come at him. He sleep back there. Yeah, we coming at him, man, because it's time out for being reactive. Now, I know sometimes we're going to have to, be a little cautious.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to really rev up our game plan. And because these guys have been getting away with murder for listen, I don't know how long. Look what they're doing now.
Oh, it's getting crazier. And it's like, it seems like every office you go to now, they got our contract sitting on their desk, but our members don't have the contract themselves.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get them, they didn't get everybody, so forth. Yeah. So how does the management have our contract, but our members don't?
That's another one.
I mean, that's bad. Because there's some people that don't believe in the website, or don't believe in going online, and don't have a smartphone that can download.
Download it, right.
Listen, we could come up with a million excuses, But
So
if it's a paper copy, it's a paper spiral book that you can get and read.
So what we're going to have to do is, if they're not giving out by the time we get in there, we're going to have to make sure we make a concerted effort to make sure everybody
gets it. And we're just going to make sure we're taking care of the people. That's what we're doing.
That would be a good parking lot rally.
Yeah.
We're giving out books because
exactly.
That's one of the things I wanted to plan to do too. I wanted to do it on January the
morning, Cassie.
The 2nd. Have a parking lot rally for the drivers at PHL.
Yeah,
giving out books, letting them meet everybody. You know, they're driving BAs, so they know who they are and everything. That might be good. So that might be a good idea to do that.
So now it is Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I know we get our checks usually tomorrow, but UPS is going to be closed. One of the 8 days they're going to be closed, or 7 because they're going to be working on Friday, right? Yeah. So you want to count that, but understand, you come to work tonight, you should get a check, right?
I don't know how it works. I don't know.
Well, direct deposit for me. I got their credit union.
Okay.
So my money's in my account.
Okay.
Right now, as we speak, my money got direct deposit. So if you got direct deposit, depends what credit union you have and what banking situation,
right,
your money should be in the bank. So make sure you pay attention for that. And also, you should be getting a check tonight. You should be, because it's the day before the holiday.
Right.
That's how it worked for years. So just make sure everybody pays attention to that. Come in if you have to come in. You should be reporting to work anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because the day before the holiday for part-timers, day after for part-timers, full-timers, day before.
All right,
or
Reggie,
after.
I'll call you. I got you.
Yeah. So,
man,
did we mention Kissy's sister?
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, that was last week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We got man.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, man. Our local man is going through some hard.
Yeah,
times
everybody's got a lot of issues.
Losing their loved ones and this, that, and the other, man, and
season.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I just want to put that out there for people, because I know a lot of people get a little confused this time of year because a lot of things get thrown around quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, people come around and get a paycheck and they didn't even know. So people have some things to do. I know a lot of people aren't coming to work because of the situation. They're not letting them come in, or they don't have to report, or so on and so forth. Some people got big families and are cooking dinner tonight.
Yeah,
and that's understandable.
Yeah, I gotta make my world famous. I'm gonna change the name to 623 Salad.
Oh,
623 Lives Matter Salad.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with that. Just want to make that aware to a lot of people, because there's a lot of people out there that are new.
Yeah.
And you're getting paychecks. Some people get their money on a card or this, that. Listen, however you get paid, it should be in there today. If it's not in there today, it'll probably be in there like early tomorrow or something. Because I know direct deposits sometimes come in for that. But enjoy your Thanksgiving with your paycheck that you earned.
And also, man, just take the time out with your family these next few days, because, like I said, there's a lot of people have been losing loved ones in our local, and just take the time out and spend some time with them, man.
This is like the last time you really see your family.
Yeah, man.
Until after peak, around Christmas time.
So spend some time, love on them, man. Hang out with them.
For us, that is, You
know what I mean? Because life is too short, man.
Right,
you never
get short.
And you don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. So, I think these past weeks, especially in our local, have shown us, man, that you could be here today, man, gone tomorrow. So enjoy your loved ones, man. Don't be so eager to go out and shop. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but spend time, man, with your loved ones, man.
I tell you, spend time with money.
Yeah,
it's hard, because once you get paid, his money's gone.
Yeah.
We all know. I mean, listen, one of the things that you see being a shop steward and handling a lot of cases for people is people's hardships. And let me tell you something. It's some of the things out there that you see, you're like, wow. And it's like, you want to do for people, but you have to make sure that you are able to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Like, I could tell you one thing, but if I can't do it, that's...
You know what, speaking of that, if you guys are going through something, hardship, anything, we do some work with this community organization called Poor People's Economic and Human Rights Campaign. We've been doing some work with them. Just reach out to me, one of us, and we'll get you contacted with this group.
Yeah.
They give out food. They find housing. They do a lot of stuff for the community. So if you know somebody that's in one of these particular situations where it's hard and they're having a hard time making ends meet and they got small kids and this, that, and the other, listen, you know, we do a lot of work. You know, I didn't want to mention this during the campaign because I didn't want to be like, oh, man, you guys, you know what I mean? So now I can talk about it.
Tug on people's heartstrings and
right,
stuff.
I didn't want to do that. So now we can talk about, hey, listen, man, we do a lot of work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's why we got this thing called the community of labor, that we went out there, we hooked up with teachers and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to help not just our members, but just labor in our communities that our members are a part of. So like I said, if you guys know anybody that's struggling, need a place to stay, need somebody to talk to, just anything. Life happens, man. It happens quick, happens fast, and if you're not ready, man, it'll take you out. So anything you need, call us. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that we are prepared to do when we get in office, man, that you guys can take part of. And so we just want to put that out there. Just reach out to us, and we can help you out. All right. So like I said, we got our hands in a lot of stuff, man. We just want you guys to be able to take part of that as well.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
All
of us.
It's confidential. We're
yeah.
not going to be like, "Hey, X needed help." See,
Right.
this is how we talk here.
Right.
I said there's a lot of people that have hardships.
Yes.
And that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's confidential. You know, it stays between us. We'll point you in the right direction, and we'll make sure you guys get what you, or ladies and gentlemen, get what you need.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's just, don't be afraid to. I can tell you from personally speaking, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah. Don't be afraid.
Don't make it a pride issue.
Yeah.
Because we all need help eventually, sometime, some way, somehow.
Yeah.
And especially these times right now, holidays, and say you can't afford a dinner or something, like you gotta ask. You got to put it out there. Sometimes you never know the person that you're telling your hardships to, what they can or can't do for you until you say something. Because I remember a while ago I was talking to a member and I was pouring my heart out. And next you know, the member came to gave me a bag of groceries, and I was in need,
Right.
And it was just, I didn't expect that.
But
And
that's
the things that we're talking about,
that's what we're supposed to do, because situation like that, I mean, remember was talking to me, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
I said, man, don't worry about it, I got you. Like you said, I took him some groceries.
Yeah.
And man, he was, he was about to cry, and I said, no, man, this is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
If I'm your brother, like everybody always say, and you my sister, I'm supposed to look out for you.
You're supposed to look out.
This is not just about the job, man. This is about, like, what did we tell Kyle when we was out there? We were trying to make this a family-oriented union.
And he laughed.
He laughed at us.
He laughed at us.
You know what I mean? So
I was looking at that picture the other day, and I was just like, wow, who's laughing now?
Listen, you know why he
But
laughs, right?
but who's
you don't understand why he laughs, right? You guys don't realize this, right?
What?
People are cutthroat, right?
Yeah.
He realizes that there's certain people in here that will undermine senior people to get what they need.
Yeah.
So everybody breaks away from the system because they have no confidence in the system to work.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why he's laughing.
But my question now is, who's laughing?
Yeah.
Listen,
Exactly.
they knew something was happening.
Yeah.
They knew something might happen. They didn't expect it to happen this way because how things happened before, people got pieced in there.
When Shanahan first took office, they told him, "You might not be here."
Yeah.
They knew that he might get it passed the first time, but they kind of felt he wasn't going to pass the second time.
Mm-hmm.
They knew in dealing with him that he did not have something, a personality or whatever you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was missing something.
Right.
And they saw that. So he knew, and they knew what to exploit to change it over. And,
right.
And they're going to try to exploit the change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why we have to have a consistency.
You have to.
attitude.
game plan.
I was talking with Rod Kamak about that particular issue, trying to say this, and he agrees. We're all got to be on the same kind of page when things go down. So we're all kind of on the same thing. So that's got to be orchestrated into our team plan.
Yeah. We gotta.
Yeah, that's the only way to win. You gotta have a plan because you know these guys, they're gonna come at us. You know, that's why they got what I'm hearing, rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
What, the extra labor?
A full-time labor got just for us because they, the whole change and they want to,
Listen, they somewhere along the line, if UPS watches this in the corporate level, which I'm pretty sure they do, that they're looking at what our complaints are, and they see what they are, and they saw what their profits are, and they're trying to figure a way to keep the profit at the same time.
Split us,
right?
Right.
Not try to admit that we're justified in what we're
saying.
Seeking,
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah, it's coming down to a lot of people in our membership, and I'm going to be talking about veterans. People that have basically been there for a long time, that are just as complacent as the people that were in office. So it's going to come down to where you're going to have to give it a chance and start filing grievances. You're going to have to start standing up for the membership. You're going to have to start doing it, especially if you're the one seeing it. That's what you're just going to have to do. And you're going to have to trust the system. Sixers did it.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Trust the process. Yeah. But, it's kind of almost like a bad example. But the Sixers are the Sixers, and we're teams are local.
Bad example because they were not a competitor, but now they are a competitor.
Yeah.
There's always bumps. When you get into the top,
exactly.
Bumps.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be played.
Yeah.
And some players might not have their A game every second.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that happens with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, we got to start working together. And I know people go, I filed grievance. It ain't going to be heard. I tell you guys, it is going to be heard. It's definitely going to be heard.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be heard in a timely fashion. It's not going to be like a member told, I don't know if I told you.
Man, that's
a member came to me.
Last February or something?
No, they said they filed a grievance last December. And it still has not been heard. And the member was like, hey, I'm just going to wait till y'all get in office. Because it makes no sense because I've been saying and nothing's been done.
Right.
And it's a penalty grievance for over a year. So you're like, what's going on here? Because when they go to solve that grievance or hear that grievance, they're not going to want to pay a full year's worth of penalty.
You know that.
Oh, they're going to be there with 18 different laborers to people. Like, no, we're not doing it.
This is a dispute.
No, listen, it got pushed under the rug and we didn't see it. It fell in the trash can and blah, blah, blah. Listen, this is how it's going.
Wow.
And as soon as we get into office, things are going to change. New year, you guys are going to be recovering. We're going to be in office. We're all going down. Starting January 1st. And when we say the new year, it's the new year, January 1st. I mean, we're not sleeping. We're going to be there.
Yep.
We're going to be doing it. We're going to start our office.
Change, it's going to come. It's going to take some time, It ain't going to happen overnight. And I know people, soon there's going to be some bumps in the road and people going to want to, they're going to want to, complain this, that, and the other and say different things. And that's fine. But just know it's coming.
Yeah.
It is definitely coming.
For all those people talking negative now, and we didn't even step a foot in the office.
But you know what, though, man?
Wait till we get in and you see what's changing, because I'm going to hear those same people react.
But I'm just still shocked that, man, it's like a total 180 from when we first got, we first won the election to now, man. All the people, they're so happy and excited.
Well, they're seeing.
I was like, wow, man.
Because they're seeing the things we're doing.
What's up, man?
They're seeing the things that we're doing, and we're not in office. See, we were doing these things before we got elected. Yeah. We were doing these things before we got elected, and now that we're elected, we didn't stop.
Right.
I mean, nothing's going to stop. It's going to get better.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better because now we're going to be put in a position to make it better. Before, we weren't in the position to make it better. Now we all are in the position to make things better. And that's how it's, going to be going forth. It's going to get better. And the membership's going to get stronger. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to get what we want. And when's the last time you and anybody in here can answer this question. When's the last time you, as a member of Local 623 and a working employee of UPS, got what you wanted? And I'm not talking about just filing a day off and getting it improved.
Right.
I'm talking about you wanted something changed, and it was changed. And it was changed to better you as a member, as a worker. I can't remember that.
The only thing
I
that
heard a lot of things that were changed, and we were talking about that today, about how the rules get changed. The contract doesn't change, but the rules somehow get changed.
Exactly.
And the company wanted to say it was a precedent. So I had to remind the guy, I said, whoa, no such thing exists. What happened before then? Because there's a lot of years where it worked one way.
right.
Then all of a sudden you want to try to change it.
Right.
It seems to me like you try to violate the contract, not have a precedent. Just saying.
So it's a hard question to answer. And January 1st on, and it's not going to be that hard because there's going to be things changed that's going to benefit the members, and the people that didn't know are going to now know. People are going to be a little bit more educated with the contract and stuff like that because
Members?
the members,
The members got to know one thing, right? Feedback creates the result, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And we're open.
If you give a grievance to the steward, right, and he doesn't get back with you, make sure you call Hall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's going to be.
He's got to go and get in touch with you.
That's going to be big.
Thing, find out what's going on.
Right.
Get back to you and get back to the thing. It should be like kind of in the group text message, so everybody
Yeah.
kind of is on the same page of what's
Right.
going on.
Right.
So everybody understands. All right,
It's gonna
this
be
is
big.
This is what the company's trying to say. This is what's going on. This is why we're taking long. We're going to try to work it out a little more. See if they can't, make you appropriately whole, or we got to go down the panel, whatever we got to do.
Yeah, I mean, now you got to understand.
Take the steps.
We love the fact that everybody wants to be a shop steward now. We are just going to let you know, shop stewards are going to be held accountable for their job. You're just not. I mean, if somebody's going to tell me they filed a grievance in December and it's now November, going to be December of the following year, and it hasn't been heard, there's going to be an issue and especially if I or any of the business agents didn't know about it. So it's like the members got to kind of keep track of things. If it's been so long, let us know, and then we'll get the ball rolling, and then we'll let the shop steward know. Like, listen, we got to make sure this is done so we don't get backed up. So the memberships.
I was talking about Hooker that about what's going to be our documentation procedure moving forward and stuff, so we kind of can all get on the same page and we're all kind of in the same way.
Right.
And, what the times of the day we can come down, we can take a look at stuff, make sure we get the papers that we need to have, and see the shop stewards on a regular basis, so they know they got our support.
That's the key there.
Right?
That's the key.
So we can move forward with the game plan and make sure the steward and whoever the business agent is, kind of work together to make sure you're on the same page before everybody goes into a meeting, because that's very important. I think that I was talking about that with the current shop steward down at Preload and making sure, kind of like, listen, I think it's very important that we're on the same page before we go in there.
Right.
Yeah.
I realize, there's things where, you kind of got to make a deal or whatever, but you got to kind of be on the same page, and you don't want to undermine what you got and make it a deal, too, at the same token. Right. So we got to make sure that that's the case before we go in there and start, haggle.
Right.
Yeah. So I know we're coming to an end, and I know we got to do our final thoughts for each other. So I want to wish everybody a very safe, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving, because our families are everybody is their number one priority. So I want to make sure everybody has a good one. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the time off. Because it's far and in between for some people that work a lot. Just be safe if you're traveling. Be safe on your travels. Make it home on time and make it home safely. Because you only got one life to live. That's what they say. So enjoy it while it's here. Because like we were talking about earlier, it's you're here one day, going the
Dave,
next.
Whatever.
Yeah. So
Joker.
So everybody, from my family to yours.
See big time. Don't tell them it's big time's time. Make sure big time happens.
So
I want to say.
Yeah. Anything, Joe?
Yeah, I think. Listen, feedback very important. From the membership, we need the feedback. We need to know what's going on. Our eyes cannot be everywhere all at the same time. Everybody's got to remember that, right?
Yeah.
Especially for busy process grievances. Writing what we need to write up. Meeting with the managers. We're still going to need you guys to help, snitch them out. Keep your eyes open and give us the information so we can kind of put the holes together and say, all right, now we got to kind of idea what's going on in the operation. Like, since I've been back, I've been walking around and kind of taking a look and see what's going on with my eyes, so I have an idea what to talk about. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I got with, like I said, the Twilight Man, one of the Twilight guys today that I know. So listen, I'm going to find out what's going on, see what your concerns are, because you kind of want to know what's going on in an operation before you start talking.
Right. Right. Well, I would just say, like I said, I'm thankful for this opportunity that the members bestowed upon us. I mean, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And I just want you guys to know, man, that, we don't take this lightly. This position does not belong to us. It belongs to the members. And every day, we're going to make sure that we are, realize that we are indebted every day to make sure we do the job. And, just enjoy your families tomorrow or for the rest of the week. If you're traveling, travel safely.
Yeah.
Watch out for the people giving tickets out there. They're going to be out there. Be careful. And just have a good time, man. Like I said, over the last few weeks, man, our local has been hit hard with just losing loved ones, day after day seem like. So hold your loved ones close, man, and love on them, man, and just thank God for them. But we're going to get out of here. We appreciate you guys. And the ATM is nearly complete. I got about 2 people we're going to talk to today. And then I'll have that list up for my guys to look at it, and then we're going to put it out there to you guys. Some really good people, man. Some really good people, man. Shockingly, some of them wanted to get involved. I was shocked. Drivers and part-timers, full-timers from all over everywhere, man. It's a nice group of people, man. So
everybody wants to see what's going on.
Yeah, so this is good, man. This is an exciting time, man. I'm excited.
And it's their opportunity to understand what's going on behind closed doors,
exactly,
too. I mean, that's good, because being closed out is never a good thing. Especially when somebody just gives you the answer that UPS gives you.
Right.
The UPS gives you the corporate answers, not the union.
Right. So we're going to get out of here, guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, but you should be thankful every day. We appreciate you guys. We're thankful for you for giving us this opportunity. We love you guys. We appreciate you. 623 Lives Matter. Go Duke, even though they sold me out last night.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody.
All right.
You enjoy.